I got a new thing made. For the uninitiated, got a little mod made for Super Mario 64. Look who it is on the screen. It's look who it is. This mod was made by Violet Arts, and I gotta give it to him. This is fantastic work. This is so cool. This is precisely what I've been wanting to do for like a really long time. Is just get my character modded into different games. You can join my lobby if you want. Someone just connected. Welcome, Bruno. I don't remember if the 8 red coins are like just out in the open in this. I don't know if there's any up in the sky that I need to get. Maybe I can get all 8 reds. I think the last one is on the island. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong? If you told me that I would be playing as a character that I created in this game, I would have looked at you funny. I would have been like, you're lying to me. What the fuck did I just hit? Did I just seriously hit? I hit nothing. That was weird. Okay, whatever. Ah, there it is. I missed! Okay, there's a way to like long jump over to this. I think you have to do it from the very top of the hill. I just want this last red, man. Come on. Super Mario 64 is like the Doom of platforming games, because you could run it on just about anything now. And it's got so many mods. It's insane. I think I'm just gonna go beat King Bob-omb's ass. Super Meikou 64! Wahoo! Let's beat his ass. You think you can hurl me off the mountain? Fuck you. Yes, I can. Alright, well this is really cool and all, but this is just base Mario 64. This is probably not what you're here for. But there's other stuff we could be doing. Such as, let's go into the mods, and there's multiple different game modes that we could try. I'm going to turn on co-opware, and we can try this out. This is a pretty cool little mod. I played a little bit of this off stream. Watch closely. Watch closely. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your mother is a fucking... Hit the volleyball. Ah! Collect 2 red coins. Ooh! It's also impressive to me how quickly it loads different areas with no lag at all. Because this has to load stuff on the fly very fast. And it's a little impressive. Get the metal cap. This is so cool. Shoot to the island. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No! What? Oh, I went right over it. I knew there was going to be some drop, but... Oh. Say the line. Say the line, Bart! Oh, man. It's going to get so fast here soon. Fly through the rings. Oh, my God. Superman 64. Ooh. Sort the bob-ombs. Grab the titties. Oh, this is the DS game. Okay, do you guys remember the DS mini-games that you could play? Oh, that's cute. The first time I ever saw Super Mario 64 DS was really cool, because, like, ha! I lived in apartments at the time. I was going kind of apartment to apartment as a kid. And I remember some kid who lived at these apartments had, like, one of those old fucking Cybertruck-looking DSs. I hate that I just called it that, but that's the best way I could explain it. Some kid had one of those, and I was like, what the hell is that thing? And he goes, oh, this is a Nintendo DS. I was like, a Nintendo DS? What the hell is a DS? And he showed me. He was playing Mario 64 on it, and it looked better than Mario 64 for the N64. And I was like, there's no way this is real. I just looked at him and I was like, you are playing an N64 game on a handheld. Like, I'm a Game Boy kid. What the hell is this thing? So he let me play it for like 20 minutes. I was on Jolly Roger Bay. Yes, I was in Jolly Roger Bay. And I just remember he put me in the section where you had to like swim towards the eel and let him out of the boat, the sunken ship. And then you'd go into that little hidden room down there. And just looking at it. What the fuck, Tetris? Looking at it, I was like, this is incredible. Like, video games have peaked. We have 3D video games on handhelds. We've peaked. Okay, so we get garbage blocks now until we get a line. Garbage blocks until we get a line. That was horrible. I should have just played like a normal human being. The first game I ever had on the DS was Nintendogs. I think it was Labrador and Friends is the one I had. And I loved the Nintendogs. I had a great time with that game. I have memories of playing that for the very first time, and I was in a really loud room because it was like Christmas whenever we got these. And I was in a really loud room, and I was trying to teach the dog its name, and I kept going, Rex! 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 And it wouldn't pick it up because there were so many people talking in the room, and I looked like a fucking insane person. These people were like, okay, maybe we shouldn't have got him the DS. But yeah, that was the first game I ever played on the DS. And then shortly after, I remember saving up, like, chore money, so that way I could get Super Mario 64 on the DS. And I waited and waited and waited, and I finally got it. And I was like, this is fucking awesome. This is the best game ever. It had, you know, the full Mario 64 campaign. It had all 4 of those characters you could play as, Yoshi, Wario, Luigi, Mario. It had so much extra content. It was insane. It had all of the micro games, which the micro games were a whole different ball game in their own right. You know, you could play those for hours on end. And I had a ton of fun. I had a ton of fun with Mario 64 DS. So basically what I'm getting at here is, eventually you will probably see a Super Mario 64 DS stream. I want to do the whole game. I'm not going to do 120 stars, fuck that. But I will probably just play through the game like a normal person. And, you know, play a bunch of the minigames. The DS, I was lucky enough for, on the DS, I had mostly first-party Nintendo titles. So I was pretty damn lucky to have that. And I remember one of my favorites being Animal Crossing Wild World on the DS. That game was, as a kid, it felt endless. I cannot stress how much, like, nowadays I can see through the cracks and I can see past the magic of a video game. But, like, back then, when you're a kid, sometimes it's hard to tell. And games feel infinite. And I think that's part of why I love video games so much now. Just because whenever I was a kid, they felt like infinite worlds that you could just get lost in forever. Kids with New Horizons, they must be going like crazy with the amount of shit that they can do in that game. Yes, I think New Horizons is subpar, in my own opinion. But like, if you gave that to a kid, they're gonna fucking love it, man. They're gonna have the same experience I did with Wild World. Same experience, and I think there's some magic in that.